Hello, it's Mr. Burns here from Casa de Burns. We got the best dog in the world, Hattie, here, the English setter, huffing and puffing and hanging out. And we're going to talk today about the Unit 4 vocabulary set number 2, which is the executive branch. You see the due dates there at the bottom of this first slide. And we have Wednesday the 25th for first, third, and fifth period, Thursday the 26th for fourth and eighth periods. And Hattie does not seem too amused with that. So, first of all, can you figure out during the Build a Law video, where was Mr. Burns during that video? Well, make a guess, and I'll let you know before we leave today. If you remind me, I'll let you know where I was. Somewhere at Robinson, but where was I? So don't forget that also, here's the directions again, and don't forget 36 to 42 in your study guide by next class, which is just transferring the vocab over to the study guide. All right, so the first word is only 7 words. You should be writing your definitions down on number 11 in your binder. The first word is appoint, and appoint means to place in charge of. So the president will appoint certain members to the cabinet, certain members to the White House staff, advisors, chief of staff, things of those nature, in order to help advise and help focus on one area of our government that they can be in charge of, so it takes a little bit of pressure off the president. So appoint means to be in charge, place in charge of, and again, that means that person does not have to be voted in, just approved by Congress. All right, second word going down is bureaucracy. Bureaucracy is basically the complex level of government. It's basically all the people that work for the federal government in all of the cabinet departments and for all the alphabet soup organizations. For example, the Food and Drug Administration, the Environmental Protection Agency, all the people that work for all of those organizations. They kind of run the day-to-day operations of our government. And remember the example I used with our 9-box chart where I said, like, Mr. Eline's the president of Robinson, Mrs. Phillips is the VP, the cabinet are the administrators for the grade level sub-schools, and then the bureaucracy are the teachers, the staff, because they run the day-to-day operations. All right. Next, the cabinets. So again, the cabinet are these advisors. There's 15 departments. Our executive branch actually started off with only 3 departments. Secretary of War, which is now Defense, Secretary of State dealing with foreign policy, Secretary of the Treasury, and another advisor he had that would become the 4th was the Attorney General, which is Department of Justice. Well, we've grown. We have Homeland Security, we have Transportation, we have Energy. There's all these different departments that have been created over the years, increasing the size and increasing the power and reach of the executive branch over the years. All right, on the back, 4 words on the back, a diplomat. One of the roles of the president is chief diplomat, and a diplomat is someone who deals with other countries and deals with our relationship with other countries. So the president serves as this, and then here you see Hillary Clinton serving as Secretary of State. She would deal with a lot of diplomats from other nations in order to help build and improve relationships with other countries. All right, next word. To execute. The main job of the executive branch is to execute or enforce or carry out the laws, almost like the police of our government, to make sure that laws that are passed are carried out and followed. If not, then you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. So execute is just a synonym for enforce or carry out. All right, 2 more. Pardon is next. One of the roles of the president is able to pardon criminals. And every year, you can see in this picture, he pardons a Thanksgiving turkey, just as kind of a gesture. But it's basically to forgive or excuse someone of a crime. Usually when people are getting pardoned, it's usually some kind of white-collar crimes or minor crimes. It's usually not something major like terrorism or murder. It's usually minor drug offenses or some kind of political crime or embezzling money or something minor that wasn't, didn't affect a lot of people and didn't hurt or injure a lot of people. So that's a pardon. That's one of the things the president can do as a check over the other branches. All right, last word is a veto. It's when an executive refuses to sign a bill into law. Now, the president has power to veto the whole bill, cannot veto parts and make choices there. Whereas at the governor, we'll learn about that. The governor in Virginia can pick and choose different pieces of the bill to veto. President either signs the bill into law or vetoes the bill. And then it goes back to Congress for a 2/3 override of both houses. Very difficult to do. So that's one of the checks the president has over the legislative branch in the lawmaking process. All right, next step. Make sure you finish writing all these definitions in. 2 right columns are due in about 2 weeks. And again, where was I on the Bill of the Law video? Make your guess. Let me know before you leave. All right. Thank you very much. Don't forget to do your study guide as well.